Today we want to speak about being a servant leader. Leadership. I mean, we all want to be great leaders, don't we? And the reason why I love servant leadership is because it reminds me of the humility that is required for us to be true leaders. I like the idea of Albert Schweitzer, who said, I don't know what really true happiness is, but for those that are truly happy, he says it's because they have found a way to serve and to live a meaningful life. For us who are Christians, we know that servant leadership, which is what we are going to emphasize on today, is a kind of leadership that was demonstrated by Christ when he washed the disciples' feet. There's another gentleman, Robert Greenleaf, who came up with the theory of servant leadership. And I like the way he emulates what servant leadership is. And for one, as we go through today, let us think, are we true servant leaders? To what extent are we servant leaders? And if we are, what more can we do to exemplify our servant leadership? You have been put as a leader of a group, of a team, or an organization. How are we leading them? Many of us, including me, will keep saying that we are servant leaders. But let's see, what does Greenleaf say about servant leadership? Greenleaf said that true servant leaders need first to recognize that they have the willingness to appreciate the interchangeable roles of leadership. That today I'm a leader, tomorrow I'm a follower. And so he says that for every leader who is willing to lead, he also or she also must be willing to be a servant. That there are times I will lead and there are times I will be humble enough to allow others to take lead. The other thing that Robert talked about was that true servant leaders, they work towards building a community, building a space to thrive, a space to feel warm and accepted and appreciation, what Maslow would call a sense of belonging. So when they are given teams, when they are given a group, one thing they will aim at is to work towards creating a space where everybody feels they belong. That is one real character of a true servant leader. And he also says that true servant leadership is about empowering others. If I'm a leader and a true servant leader, I have to think about my followers. How am I contributing to their growth? How am I empowering them? And I like what Maxwell says about empowering others in his 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Maxwell states that the more you empower others, the more power you give to yourself as a leader. And he also says that some of the reasons why we as leaders don't empower others is because of insecurity. What he makes us realize is that as I lift you, I am lifting myself. So one of the things that Greenleaf talked about was a true servant leader being one who is willing to empower. And remember, to empower comes in many ways based on your gifting. You can empower by giving an encouraging word. You can empower by helping people to grow in their skills and strengths. You can empower financially by helping people recognize areas that they can invest. There are so many ways. And so as we think about this season, let's think, how can I exemplify my servant leadership skills? And let's remember these three key things. That one, if I'm a leader, today I'm a leader, tomorrow I can be willing to be a follower. And I would appreciate being a follower. And I would respect those that are in leadership. That if I'm a leader, I need to create a space where people feel the warmth, the appreciation, the unity of purpose and trust. And so I build a community where it gives the feeling of a sense of belonging for every participant in that group, in that team, in that organization. And lastly, remember that true leadership means that I am willing to empower others. Other people come in and I'm thinking, how can I make them better? How can I be of value to them? And how can I continue to grow them in the areas of interest and so see them become better than they were yesterday? So as we think about these three key things, my urge is, let's learn it, let's live it, let's lead it. Thank you. For more information, call Flourish Hub 0721 299 385.